Hi, I'm Leslie Gladney. I'm at the Chattanooga Film Festival. I'm here with Jeremy Gardner and Christian Stella. They just premiered their film Tex Montana Will Survive, and I'm here to ask them a couple of questions. First off, what made you decide to screen your film at the Chattanooga Film Festival?
Well, I got contacted by Brian. I have a small role in Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead's movie Spring. So they asked me to come out, and they were, they were so accommodating. We'll fly you out, we'll put you up. And I was like, I don't deserve this. I have like a tiny role in Spring. So I started talking to Christian, and I was like, you should come up to Chattanooga. It's going to be fun. And then I started thinking, we're almost done with Tex. Maybe we should offer a screening. And then we did, and then they jumped on it. They were like, yeah, we'd love to have a premiere here. And to their credit, they had no idea if it was terrible or not. They had not seen it. They just trusted us and were willing to put their faith in that, we're going to support these guys who made another movie that they liked, and that's how it happened. It all happened very quickly.
Yeah, and we should not have agreed to do it.
No.
Because, it was the worst 3 weeks of my life finishing that movie.
Not because of the festival, but because we said yes, and then Christian had to color grade and sound mix the movie in 2 weeks. And then drive it from Orlando. So, but I don't care. I didn't have to do that, so it's fine.
Well, you got it done in time, and it just screened. Can you tell us a little bit about the movie?
Sure. It's a. If anyone's familiar with this I guess it's a wealth of survival host type shows, dual survival, man versus wild, Survivor Man, all those. The concept is that if one of those guys who got found out for being a fraud went out to say, I'm not a fraud, I can't survive, and he went out without a crew to shoot an entire show of himself surviving in the wild for a month, and then you realize that he actually is a fraud, and he's just a phony, and he's way over his head, and it just kind of spirals out of control from there.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
If you like my face, you'll like it, because it's the only one you're gonna see, unfortunately.
All right. Are there any other films at the festival that are playing that you guys are interested in seeing?
Like all of them, but it's like, do you want to go on a riverboat or go see Spring? Do you want to go to a whiskey distillery or go see? So it's just like we're up in the air. But yeah, of course, I saw A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night last night, which was wonderful. I really want to see Slow West. I want to see Buzzard, which I hear great things about. White God, I can't wait to see. There's what's the documentary?
With the barbecue.
Finders Keepers sounds super awesome. I looked at this lineup, and I have a history of going to festivals and just hanging out at bars and not seeing movies. And I went to this one, I was like, shit, I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm gonna be seeing movies the whole time.
And then they said, come hang out at a bar, and we'll buy you drinks, and we'll give you alcohol. And we said, oh my God.
It should be known, as much as we love film, we will skip those films for beer.
And whiskey.
That's this is what I'm saying.
So how many films have you seen versus how many beers have you drank?
Well, I think I've probably had, since we got here Wednesday night, I probably had like 40 beers, and I saw A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night.
Well, you saw one. That's a 40 to 1 ratio.
Mine's 40 to 0. That's it.
Yeah, he has.
I was working on the movie.
Well, no, he kind of watched our own movie just now.
Okay.
I did watch our movie, which I think that's like a half point. Or a minus. It might be a negative point.
It is negative.
It's a negative point. At least in the scumbag
He skipped everyone else's movie and saw his own.
Yeah, that's a scumbag move.
It's lame.
Douche move, man.
I kept leaving though. I was the worst viewer of my own movie. I was like, I can't fucking watch this. I gotta go smoke.
Didn't you come out here to get a beer during your own movie?
Oh yeah,
a couple times.
And then I got yelled at, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's all the time we have. Is there anything else you guys want to add really quickly?
Chattanooga's awesome. It's a super chill and really quaint and lovely town. Everyone's been wonderful. They clearly know what they're doing. Year 2, and I'm just hanging out with Pat Healy and Bobcat and Joe Bob, and so it's just been wonderful. So come here. I might move here. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah.
It's better than Connecticut.
It's warmer than Connecticut, and it's cooler than Florida, where I live. That sounds like the perfect middle ground.
You guys could meet in the middle.
Yeah, I think we have to.
That's it. You heard it here first. We're moving to Chattanooga.
That's it.
Well, that's great. Thanks, guys.
Actually, we'll probably go to Nashville.